taking out the lower expansion over here in the minimap. If you look at the lower expansion down there, I think he should start taking that one, or possibly, oh man, another planetary fortress. I can't imagine this being anything other than another planetary fortress. An offensive planetary fortress is going to be an literal engagement by the Vikings and the Queens here, and so many Queens. What is going on? Queen, Baneling, Zergling. This is going to be the wonkiest combination I've ever seen. Let me take down that production tab so we can see the battle in full view. And oh my goodness, these Banelings are going to start hitting the command center, and the SCVs are not even repairing it. It looks like it's going to go down. That's pretty big because now these Queens can pretty much just push back. And oh man, this is so bad. As long as there's creep, those Queens are not that bad of an offensive unit. I mean, I always hear Zerg players complaining about how bad they are, but look at that, transfusions and everything. They're just definitely very strong. I mean, they don't do a lot of damage, but when you get them numbers like this, and when you have pretty much just anti-air, they're pretty much nullifying the advantage that the Vikings give to TLO right now. Very, very wonky, interesting play right here, and I'm very curious how this game is going to turn out. These Queens are just kind of holding the land over here while this hatchery goes up. And what other tech is Dimaga going to be coming up with? Centrifugal hooks and more speed links. Oh my goodness, and these Banelings, these Banshees are going to be able to spot over here what's going on, although with this Overseer coming around here, that Banshee is so close to dying. I mean, needs to be careful with all these Queens. And oh man, all these Banelings, are all of these going to go into Banelings? Doesn't look like it, but definitely have like 6 so far. Okay, so that's not that many. That's not like a super impressive number. And this command center is in such a tricky position right now. I don't know if it's going to be able to survive any attack over here. It looks like the Zerglings are going to go for the attack. TLO going to try to retake that expansion, but he needs to lift off. He needs to get out of here. That expansion cannot go down. What is he doing? He needs to lift that right back up right now. And so many Queens attacking in unison. It almost looks like the, what do you call it, the swimming, the synchronized swimming, all the Queens attacking at the same time. And oh man, TLO is going to be running for his money, and he's got to be a little bit disappointed that he's losing 2 Queens. But here come the cattle bruisers, the battle cruisers, the pounders, whatever you want to call them. They're going to start raining hell upon the Queens, because I mean, these are very strong units, and this is pre-patch 1.1. You got to realize that this patch just went live, and these replays is actually from a couple of days ago. So it looks like TLO is going to go ahead and go for the supply because he really doesn't have any other option, and he's just kind of spotting for his battle cruisers right now. He's going to go inside the space, and this is why I think Dimaga should have had some more tech, some Hydralisk to deal with this, because now all he has is Queens, and Queens are not going to be the best option against this. I mean, look at how much damage is going to be happening here. This is going to be very interesting. Which one of the 2 units is going to be proves to be superior? Queens with it, with transfusion, or battle cruisers? And let's take a look. It looks like one battle cruiser is almost going to go down, and only a couple of Queens have gone down. But once these Vikings turn around like they did just now, they're going to start really pounding away on the Queens, and looks like Dimaga is going to be forced to retreat once again. This battle cruiser, oh my goodness, 26 HP, just a couple of hits for 3 or 4 Queens would pretty much give it lights out, and more Vikings coming in here in land mode, and Hydralisk then finally coming down. And are there any Hydralisks in the way? No, I don't see any, but this battle cruiser is going to come here, and not enough Queens to address with this. And oh my goodness, this game is getting pretty tense. How is it going to turn out? I mean, Dimaga's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't really have any units. He does have the Hydralisk, and does have a lot of minerals, but he's not producing the units right now. I'm looking at the production tab. There's nothing coming for Dimaga right now, and oh my goodness, Yamato Cannon finish. Gonna one-shot KO that last Queen just for kicks, and I think Dimaga's in a lot of trouble over here. I don't know what he's really going to do to address this if those Hydralisks pop out, though it looks like a bunch of Zerg is going to force these Vikings to at least go into ground mode. And oh my goodness, the Hydralisk then goes down, and even Mule's being summoned here just to repair the battlecruiser. Look how quickly Mule's repaired. This battlecruiser is already almost full health, even though it was only for a couple of seconds it was being repaired, and the Zerg is forced to run away because they do not want to get sniped by the battlecruisers. Now the Vikings in the air, taking down the supply, which last time I checked, Dimaga was supply blocked, and he still is. These overlords cannot run away. They're not going to be able to outrun the Vikings because they do not have the speed. And looks like Hydralisk finally come in here, going to snipe this one battlecruiser. So many Hydralisks, and this battlecruiser isn't going to get away. I really don't think so. And now the second one is going to get away. Is going to be in a lot of trouble. He needs to turn. Oh my goodness, is he going to get away? This is going to be pretty tense. All these Hydralisks are going to start running over here, but it looks like TLO is going to use the positioning over here to start attacking the main. But another Hydralisk and then going down here. But this Hydralisk do have the range attack, so you're going to be able to at least defend a little bit. And it looks like, what else is going on in the map? I see one blue unit here, another battlecruiser, just kind of lonely. They're being forgotten about, but wow. Dimaga taking a lot of hits here, but he still has the gold expansion, and he still has his main, and he still has his tech, I think. Although that other Hydralisk then just went down. No, it did not. Oh my goodness. So TLO completely bypassing. He just wants to stop the mining so he can take a breathing room, because if we take a look at his base, he does have a couple expansions. He has mined out on 2 of them, so he is on 1 base. Dimaga as well is only on 1 base right now because he got that second natural sniped, and looks like this battlecruiser is going to retreat over here, possibly going to have a mule summoned so it can get repaired. And oh my goodness, 333 upgrades for air units already? That is so ridiculous. Or I guess it's 3-3, whatever, it doesn't matter. And 2 more battlecruisers here just chilling. And oh man, I think if TLO pushes out right now, there are definitely a lot of, oh, that one lone battlecruiser got taken out. Poor guy, never stood a chance. All crews were reporting to its death. And wow, more starports going on here. And oh boy, this is going to be very difficult for TLO to deal with. Although with Cloak, it's going to push back these Hydralisks, because Dimaga really cannot afford to lose many units right now, or any units, because all he has, if we take a look at the units tab, is 12 Hydralisk, 11 Zerglings. And he's producing 15, 14, 13, 4. He just produced like 15 more Hydralisks. And oh my goodness, a battlecruiser over here. While I'm yapping away, he's attacking the mineral line, but it's gonna be taken out. Oh my goodness, it's not gonna make it away from the Hydralisk. Yes, 1 hit, 2 hits from the Hydralisk would have gotten this. And looks like Dimaga realizes that, and he's probably hitting his head right now, because sometimes you do that when you think, oh, you don't want to waste time, especially if you're being aggressed from different positions. You don't want to waste time taking out one single unit longer than you have to. You gotta use as few units as possible, and sometimes you retreat your units a little bit earlier. Looks like this dragon's gonna go ahead and start harassing this this base over here, and the Banshee coming down here. And these Vikings, what are they doing? They should probably land on the other side of the rocks so they can at least push away the Zerglings in. Oh man, now this game is turning around once again. Looks like it was in TLO's favor, then it looked like it was in Dimaga's favor, then TLO came up with battlecruisers, and then now it looks like Dimaga again is pushing out here, and TLO doesn't have much on the map. I mean, he does have 3 very strong units, battlecruisers and a couple of Banshees, but he's kind of just forced to be, oh my goodness, long distance mining. This is how bad a position he is right now. If we take a look at the income tab, both players are mining almost at the same rate. TLO here summoning a bunch of mules, so his income is gonna boost right through the roof right now. And these SCVs, what are they doing? They need to turn around and just attack these few little SCVs, excuse me, Zerglings. And oh man, now the Hydralisks are going to catch them over here, and it's going to be pretty disastrous. And even using a Yamato cannon on a Hydralisk, even though, you know, that's not like the best use of the Yamato cannon, but he needs to get rid of all these units as fast as possible. And Hellions coming on here, possibly try to surround the Hydralisks, but the Hydralisks do outrange the Hellions, and especially when they're on creep, they're not going to have a lot of trouble retreating. So TLO forced to move out here, and oh man, this game has taken such a wide turn. Looks like Dimaga has been able to reconstruct over here. This Hydralisk then was taking a couple more shots. Completely mined out over here, and definitely almost about to mine out over here if you look at the minerals. And oh man, this game is so weird, exciting. I can see why it was so popular. TLO proven to be the crazy wonky build players that he is, and Dimaga going with the equally crazy and wonky build himself, which I mean, it's getting him some results. You can't just completely dismiss the power of the Queen, I suppose. And looks like he's gonna try to bust up in here, and he definitely has the forces to do so. There are not enough battlecruisers to address this many Hydralisks. They're just gonna go here and go to snipe one battlecruiser. The SCV is gonna try to repair as fast as they can, but it looks like they are not being able to do so fast enough. And another battlecruiser gonna go down, and third one goes down, and now, oh my goodness, TLO, what does he have on the map? If you take a look at the units tab, he only has siege tanks, so these siege tanks are just barely coming out. One Banshee, and oh man, TLO in a lot of trouble once again. No mining expansion, or actually one mining expansion, but I don't think it is even fully saturated right now because it had mostly mules. Yeah, so all he's getting right now is the gas because he had that one expansion. He did summon those mules, so his mineral income was boosted quite a bit. And oh man, this is getting into the end game scenario where every last unit counts. Although Dimaga does have have 2 mining, or at least 1 mining expansion, I really think he should be taking out these rocks like really soon. Although looks like what is going down here, 2 evolution chambers. So do his Hydralisk have any upgrades? Yes, 2 ground carapace and +1 missile attacks. And wow, taking TLO's expansion over here, and I think TLO is starting to really hit the panic button. Although these tanks are going to siege over here, and if Dimaga's not careful, he's going to lose a lot of units. These roaches are, excuse me, these Hydralisks are in the danger zone right now, almost coming down into his tank range, and looks like the tanks are going to start pulling out. So is TLO going to start clutching this once again? Oh my goodness, I can't believe what I'm seeing. This game is getting so ridiculous. Dimaga, do you have any Unix in production right now? 16 Zerglings, and what is this? Ventral Sacks for the Overload. So it looks like he's going to possibly go for a Doom drop fairly soon, although these tanks, if they start pushing out, it's going to be very difficult to deal with just Hydralisk and what do you call it, Zerglings. Remember that this is, wow, so many Hydralisks. How many Hydralisks is that? 34. Oh my goodness. But remember, this is before patch 1.1, so tanks still do 50 damage to all units when sieged. And looks like that hatchery is going to go down, not even going to get completed. Not sure if it got cancelled or not. Was not really paying attention. And TLO here trying to make the best use of his last couple of units. And if he gets caught off guard by all these units, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. So you need to be so careful when engaging the Zerg army right now. He needs to make sure he's sieged at all times, pretty much, leaving 1 tank in siege mode. And it looks like the Hydralisks are going to go in here for an attack. And oh my goodness, TLO, knowing that he is surrounded and he's got off position, calls GG, being a good player, and Dimaga himself excuse me, saying GG. And looks like he was calling the game a little bit earlier, saying SC2replays.net, so maybe you should check that out. Support Dimaga, and maybe I'll check it out later, because the one I'm getting at right now, I think they're misnaming games. Really, I'm losing my mind. And yeah, pretty interesting game. Wow, I can see why it was popular. Once again, just saying that, just reiterating that, and I don't even really know what to say about this game. It was just so weird with the Mass Queen opening to defend from the Mass Viking, which is just unheard of, really, of any Terran player, and going into a couple of Banshees into battle cruisers, and then just sticking with the Queens and actually being able to somehow hold his ground. Dimaga, pretty impressive player, I gotta say. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing the introduction here before I keep on going for too long. And thank you for watching, as always. Please subscribe if you have not done so. You really help me out. And also, one thing is, if you like this video, please remember to press the like button. You don't know how many more views, like just 3 or 4 likes can give me anywhere from 50 to 100 more views per video. So if you guys like enjoy my cast and everything, please make sure to press that button anytime you enjoy a game, or even if you don't enjoy it, you know, just go ahead and press it. I really would appreciate it if you did. And what else? Yes, please check out my channel. There are a lot of playlists, a bunch of videos over there. If you like this, there are more like these, and there are also lower level, you know, diamond play and all that other stuff, some funny strategy, some games just for fun, even a couple of bronze players, not a lot, but a couple of, you know, funny bronze games, not boring or anything like that, trying to make sure they're exciting and entertaining. And yeah, check out other commentators' channels, and thank you for watching once again. And I'll see you with that. I'm going to stop this video. I'll see you guys next time, and have a good day, guys.